Last week I just made this impulsive decision to go to this festival in the middle of nowhere all by myself. Crazy, I know, right? So I woke up really early that day and I just headed to the bus station to start my long and complicated journey to Parma. So wish me luck. For a bit of context, I was kind of feeling depressed and then I saw this ad for a festival at the world's biggest labyrinth and Eartheater was going. Like, no way, I had to go. And the thing was that I didn't really have anyone to go with me and I still didn't know exactly how I was going to get there, but still, I felt like it was going to work out somehow. I guess it's not really an adventure if there isn't a little bit of challenge, right? So I got to the bus to Bologna, but I couldn't relax just yet because the info number on the festival's website was not answering my calls. And I still didn't know what to do. Maybe a bus, maybe there was a city transfer to the festival. Who knew, really? I actually considered going back at a certain point because I had zero information and I started feeling like an idiot to go to this festival alone without knowing how to get there. But I wasn't going to give up that easily. I arrived to Parma. That means I was getting closer. It was really nice to roam around the streets of the city center. It was lovely. Parma is such a beautiful city, seriously. I want to come back someday. But hey, this wasn't my final destination, so I still had to figure out how to get to this freaking labyrinth. And nobody seemed to know what transport could really take me there. And not only that, I also had to find out how was I going to come back. But one thing at a time. I asked around and it turned out that the only possible way to get there was by cab. I was avoiding that option because it was very expensive, but at this point it was too late to go back, so that's what I did. And I finally made it to the Lost Festival. I never felt so happy. And the funny thing was that right after I got there, someone just walked in on me while I was changing, and guess who it was? A friend of mine from Venice. What are the odds, really? So I joined her and her friends, and I was so looking forward to go to the labyrinth and trying to solve it. We all went there together and it was super fun. It was my first time experiencing something like that. It was really magical. It's kind of a good metaphor to what I'm going through right now in my life. Feeling lost, not being really sure where to go next. But if there's anything I learned with this experience is that I should trust the process and believe things will work out in the end. Fingers crossed. At the end of the maze we found a DJ set. We started with a little bit of music to get us warmed up to the concerts later on. And once it started getting dark, everyone got into this special mood. I really felt grateful for having the opportunity to be a part of such an unique event. I was really excited to see all the concerts, especially Eartheater, which I've been following for a while now. Her music is very different. I don't know any other artists quite like her. I really resonate with the scorpionic imagery she uses in her songs. And finally, the concerts began.
so much. Over here, I'll let you feel my touch. Or we can go outside for a smoke and stay in case if that is what you want. Make up on my mind.
Double the tax and the sponge, cause you know I live a lifestyle. The sacrificial lamb, Brusco, is bubbling up. She called me and she said, Alex, I had a crazy dream about you. You were in a labyrinth. 2 days later, my booking agent says, I booked you in a labyrinth. How crazy.
We danced for many hours. Then at a certain point we went outside and just have a bit of rest. And we ended up staying up to see the sunrise together. Then I actually managed to sneak into the camping area to get a couple of hours of sleep before I headed back to Venice. I'm so glad I came to this festival. It was such an amazing experience. It was a bit crazy, but I guess life asks you for a bit of adventure every once in a while. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!